Now this next step, if you can at all avoid it, that would be good. Just get in there and clean up what you need to clean up and get it over with. But if something's wrong, you got something stuck in there, you have to remove this, then fine. But obviously, as you can see, turn the flash on here, there are 2 springs in there that are a little bit of a bear, but I will go ahead and remove those for you. It all comes out with that pin there. Right there. Let's go ahead and pop those out. Put your finger over top of the whole assembly, just in case something wants to spring off on you. Okay, and there's the first pain in the butt spring. And then there's the second. This rod kind of finagles out. Now you can clean all that up. Now, what I was saying before about this sear and sear pin, hopefully this video clears up enough so you can see it. I am not taking that out. It'll take me forever and almost 2-man job to get it back in. But you can see how the spring comes into the sear. Okay. And then all you need to do is flip the sear up. And then put your rod back in it, and then it'll hold. That's the rod that comes back here. Okay, so we're gonna, well actually, see if you see right there, it'll hold once you flip it up. But that is a bear to put back together. So obviously, we have it to this point right now. Now let's reassemble everything. And like I said, this can be a bear. So hopefully you really need to do this, or it's definitely not worth it. But clean all that out, get all that out of there. Now just a word, if you need to clean this, you don't really need to disassemble this. Just give it a soaking in warm soapy water, air dry it out with a compressor or something, spray some lubricant in there, bang bang, you're done. But obviously if you have something stuck in there, then you need to disassemble it, no problem. That sear spring is a bear to get in behind the actual sear, and then get the sear in. So okay, let's go ahead and start this massive process, putting all this back together again. This has to finagle its way back in. Can be a little tricky. Then what I like to do is I like to take that first spring there, and I go ahead and get it in position right now. And then there's another spring that goes over top of this too. And these 2 springs, man, can be nuts to get back in. They can honestly drive you crazy. But I just kind of have found a little secret to get them in. And that is to go ahead and start your pen. Now, and get everything started. And then go from there. Then back that up so you can get your next pin and spring in. Just like that. And push down on the whole assembly until it pops into place, which it doesn't want to very easily. And these are all steps that are going to save you money, because like I said, there's nothing on the internet about how to do this, and you almost, if you do it and you don't know how to put it back together, you almost have to take it back to a gunsmith and pay him hourly to do it. Let's see, that's all back together again. Pop your pin in. And now you got this spring here hanging up. We'll show you what to do with that in a minute. This is what holds your shear in. Goes in there. This connects to the trigger. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop that in above the spring. Just like that. And then we'll push the spring down here in a minute. Go ahead and put your trigger spring back in. And these two back together. We'll pop them back in. Alright, now this time, like I said, this has to be facing out, like towards the back of the gun. The slope has to go towards the rifle butt, or the shotgun butt. Your safety won't work, the gun will not be safe. I had a friend of mine that took his apart and called me frantic. I took my gun apart and now my safety doesn't work. Well, you did something wrong. Let's see what you did wrong.